Hey everyone, good day. I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to RevoCode YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss applying for the Global Talent Visa in the UK. So you have 100 days before you complete your layouts and submit your application. What tasks do you require me to complete? Here I've highlighted a few of the most useful tips that our clients use, that we use to prepare these cases for the Global Talent Visa. Consequently, I would like to provide you with further information on what you can do at this moment to apply for this visa in the near future. I want to tell you a little bit about the timing because we named this video 100 days, and I just want to talk about how fast or not fast it takes to get the Global Talent Visa. On average, with a pre-made case that requires correct packing, assembly, and document writing, but not critical strengthening, obtaining a Global Talent Visa for you and your family takes 4-6 months. On average, it takes about 5 months for you to move to the UK already. And today we're going to talk about if you have more than enough time and you want to get your profile ready. You know, with the profile you have right now, your chances might be a little lower, but you don't want to make multiple attempts. You want to nail it right from the start. So this video is for you. The first piece of advice I want to give you, of course, is about boosting your public profile. We all hate him. Everyone in the investment world says that it's really tough and tedious. Even if you're not much of a public person, it's really important to have some kind of public profile for your visa. Because in that case, you will have the opportunity to demonstrate additional criteria, close more pieces of evidence, and accordingly, significantly increase your chances of obtaining a Global Talent Visa in the United Kingdom. To boost my public profile, I should start by publishing articles in reputable peer-reviewed publications. I mean, some articles on websites with a lot of views, where it's not easy to get, so to speak, where nobody goes. You can write an article that goes through several stages of verification. CNews, The Advisor, and some Commerzant are frequently shared, and so on. It's truly great to have publications like this in there. That's what PR agencies do. You can do this yourself, by the way, and even especially give comments. There's a service for journalist requests, press releases, for example. There's actually more than one, they're just commonly used. And there you can watch, comment, and as a result, significantly improve and enhance your public profile effectively. This is the best thing you can do for your application. This is the strongest for real proofs. The second thing is speaking at conferences. You can speak at conferences related to your field of activity near you. In the game development industry, there might be various aspects such as developments, product management, and more. Sure, I can share my experience working on this product, including the challenges I faced, how I overcame them, and advice for similar professionals. This is roughly how it usually looks. Conferences should not be internal within the company because then they are not read. Secondly, it is crucial that the conferences are not solely focused on your projects. They should not be just a report presented to colleagues, investors, and others. Instead, they should be an opportunity to share valuable information and insights, fostering meaningful discussions and connections among attendees. Third, what can you do inside a public profile? You can create a profile for yourself on GetMentory, for example, or Pushfar. In fact, this is similar to a form of evidence, but they are choosing to follow the current, So it's got less power than the previous two. You need to have a whole bunch of mentors for them to give him a good grade. So you need to have many individuals present with you, individuals who have undergone training alongside you. Well, I don't know, I guess I would advise them to have at least 40. It's less fitting, but it's just a weaker piece of evidence. It doesn't mean that you should refrain from using it completely. Just avoid attempting any significant maneuvers on him. The fourth point is that you have the ability to establish accounts on blogs such as vse.ru, Habra, and others. This also, in recent times, they have begun to view those as less cool evidence, as they are completely unlicensed and lack proper authorization. Essentially, anyone can freely upload any article to this platform, regardless of its content or subject matter. So they began regarding them as less credible evidence, less powerful ones. However, I still suggest doing it collectively, With many articles, it's easy to get overwhelmed and make a mess due to the sheer quantity of them. They look good, but again, let's not make it the foundation of our case. The second thing is reconnecting with colleagues. We need at least 3 recommendation letters for the Global Talent Visa. Occasionally, it can be challenging to obtain these letters. This is because there are no, perhaps managers, colleagues, interesting individuals in this field, in the IT industry, who possess writing skills. Also, you should have had some lengthy talks with them, like for a year, you should be familiar with each other. And it's not just that you randomly met there at some conference and that's it. Since then, you haven't seen each other once. You gotta have some regular meeting and it's gotta be described in your letter. To meet requirements, a good connection with colleagues is needed to later ask for their signature on a letter for me. But anyway, again, we remember that we're not asking our direct colleagues and managers in the current position. I'm presently employed at this company and I'm unable to request my immediate supervisor and co-worker to sign the letter. We recall this. Next, this is an excellent piece of advice which incidentally HR frequently provide. So they praised you at work, said something not nice and gave some recommendation. It happened somewhere in the office. You definitely got to cut that out, save it to your Google Drive in some folder so you can use all the resumes for your next job. It is the same thing. You must save the presentations, emails, screenshots, and financial reports of the company for record keeping, archiving, and future reference. It's crucial to showcase the project's role, scale, and your contribution, along with other related activities. This is really important, so I strongly recommend you to definitely save all of this because it will be really hard to find later. It often happens, I've worked in companies for the past 5 years and left due to a falling out with the boss. Accordingly, if I send this request now about giving me some of your internal information, some presentations about your products, some screenshots or something, they will just brush me off. Yeah, so to ensure that doesn't happen, it is advisable to save all of this in advance. But frequently this approach works. We search through old chats, perhaps check with some colleagues we have good relationships with, ask for something. If you didn't have a firm idea with the company, then these things generally work. If he was, then in that case we recommend differently. It depends on the seriousness of your NDA, so act accordingly. But I suppose this is an ultimate advice for you if you have a strict NDA from the company and still need to provide something for the visa. In the personal statement, mention tricks being trimmed to avoid NDA violation and ensure integrity while recommending. Secondly, please ensure to write using the formats of more than, less than, if possible. Thank you for your cooperation. Or you can confirm it by taking other people's word for it, for example. Yeah, we had a few interesting cases where we kind of found a way around that NDA. However, this is not an easy situation. If you're genuinely interested in learning how to enhance it in your case, and you have 100 days to dedicate to your case, feel free to approach us for consultations. We'll discuss everything in the consultation, assess projects to strengthen, and determine the best action for your case. And how much of this is needed, how many articles, speeches there, and this is also a crucial point. Thanks and have a great day.